Fantastic Force by John Byrne, Part 4. So, now we finally get to John Byrne's run on Fantastic Four. This run starts at number 232, but the last issue was 221. So the issues between, there's another creative team. I don't really know who, but it doesn't really matter. So okay, Byrne's run starts with a declaration of intent, and that's it. Going back to the basics. So simpler adventures, no sagas, no nothing. Just one and done issue. Adventures on one issue, of course. So for this first issue, and then the villain is Diablo. But as a first issue, I really like this one. Why? Because the villain is Diablo, but he creates elementals, beings, and that are the ones whom the Fantastic Four are fighting on on this issue, and not Diablo directly. So that's really cool. I guess also all of the team members are doing something on the city and are being attacked by these elemental monsters. There's Frankie, Johnny's girlfriend, Alicia, and all that. So Burns uses these scenes to put us up to speed on who are the characters and also how their powers work, and that it is shown how their powers work. It is not told. You see these characters in action and use their powers on different ways. That's why I believe this is a great first issue. Also, Sue does a lot with her powers and with her mind. I mean, she basically is the one who has the idea how to defeat these elemental beings. So I think that's what's great about this first issue, and also the last page. Read here. Read at some point discovers that Diablo is behind all this, but there's no way to capture him or find him. And in the end, on the last page, he does, with the help of Doctor Strange and all, yeah. But he just doesn't stop him just because he has to find a way of legally stop him, and that I found it like very funny and a really cool plot twist. On this second issue of the Byrne run, the 233, it also does something really interesting, and that is that this is a journey issue. Some criminal kills and dies in prison, death sentence and all that. He writes a letter to Johnny, and this starts a story, like a detective story. So the cool aspect about this story is that, look, these black and white experiments. I mean, it's not really that experimental on the modern age, but at this point, on mainstream comics, superhero comics, there is some experimentation. Black and white scenes, Um, this is kind of a detective story where the main character is the Human Torch. It is a serious story. The Human Torch tends to be the funny one, and this adds another layers on the character. I found it a little disappointing in the end because it turns out to action a lot. But after that, the epilogue page also is really cool. Some great like reveals and ends with a really down note, really down for this like happy character. So that is remarkable, I think. This issue is my favorite from this first lot. That is the Man with the Power issue. And the Fantastic Four are like supporting characters, background characters. The main character in this story is this one, a common man who has a great power. He has like anything he wants. He thinks like I don't know. I want a horse. He will get it, but he doesn't realize that he has this power, and that's the funny aspect of it. Also, like all these common uh, stuff, Byrne does really good, and with a lot of humor. He cites Shakespeare on here and there. There's a lot of text, but it is really like it contrasts with what is happening, the text and the things happening, and that is what makes this funny and entertaining. Okay, so this guy has to go to a meeting on New York. There are the Fantastic Fours. He's provoking a lot of chaos without realizing it, and basically the problem solves itself. I mean, the man itself solve his the problems, the troubles he created in the first place. So the Fantastic Four are really like not necessary, but that's the funny aspect of it. Well, this story is it's also self-contained. It is resolved around here, but on the pages between yeah, there's something happening on the space. The Fantastic Four go to space, and there they find Ego. So the story of the man is resolved, but there's a cliffhanger for the next issue. In this issue, I don't remember really liking it a lot. Like the story, the text, but the drawings, sci-fi drawings are really cool. I mean, this one can be done by Frederick Peters, from he's a European artist, or some Mobius stuff. So this issue, the Ego issue, Fantastic Four 245, I found him great. I mean, on the art department, a lot of cool, trippy stuff. Byrne also really starts doing this. That in the middle of the issues, he sets up some plot that will resolve issues later or on the next issue. Here, something happens to Johnny's girlfriend. The FF are on another planet, and she's on Earth. Cool drawings. this splash page. I really like it, and with the colors they use, it also seems like something Mobius could have done. So, a first batch of issues on the John Byrne's run on Fantastic Four have a lot of cool little things. And I mean, this is these 4 issues are like a big step up of all that came before. So really excited to see where John Byrne takes these characters on the future issues. But as of now, and this is all. And John Byrne's run on Fantastic Four Part 4.